forward to Saturday.
I'll see you Saturday, Nigel.
The following contest is set for one fall. Introducing first, being accompanied by Prince Nana from Tacoma, Washington, weighing 230 pounds. Swerve Strickland.
A very interesting matchup that came about this past Saturday night at Collision. Lio Rush, once again dubbing himself the man of the hour, picked up a victory this past Friday night at Collision, and after receiving that business card from MVP, said that was that golden ticket, and he was on the rise. He was ready to make the ascent here in AEW. What better way to do it than calling out the former AEW World Champion of Swerve Strickland, but in doing so, he also called out somebody that he considered a mentor, Lio Rush did. At one point in his career in Swerve Strickland, Swerve was very, very influential in the early days of Lio Rush's career.
Influential, instrumental, but you wonder if you are Swerve Strickland, the most dangerous man in AEW, is your mind going to be on your former mentee, Lee Rush? Or is it going to be on Bobby Lashley, the man that he faces at Full Gear, a man who promised, I will hurt Swerve Strickland?
I would think that Swerve Strickland is a pro enough to where he could focus on this match, put Bobby Lashley in the background for right now, worry about him coming up next Saturday, Justin.
And his opponent from Washington, D.C., weighing 171 pounds, LIO.
Swerve Strickland has certainly faced his share of, shall we say, difficulties here in All Elite Wrestling, but maybe nothing quite like the Hurt Syndicate, MVPs, Shelton Benjamin, and Bobby Lashley. And, you know, Renee Paquette, she had that up-close interview with the Hurt Syndicate that's going right now on AEW YouTube. And the Hurt Syndicate said that they have been actively looking for that fourth member, that fourth. And they've been handing out quite a few business cards. Lio Rush, as we mentioned, received one, as has Ricochet and a number of athletes. Max Caster, right? Mercedes Moné. So there's a lot of potential for a fourth member of the Hurt Syndicate, and I think Lio Rush could make a very compelling case for himself with a victory over Swerve tonight.
He's looked good as of late. Far more aggressive side of Lio Rush.
Yeah, Lio has looked good. He's on a two-match winning streak. Big wins over Commander and Arya Daivari on Collision 11 days ago.
Well, let's be honest. Swerve Strickland, the former AEW World Champion, was the first man that MVP approached about joining the Hurt Syndicate. That's got to tell you something.
And of course, Swerve Strickland rejecting that offer from MVP, and that led to the match with Bobby Lashley coming up in 10 days' time. Saturday, November 23rd, live on pay-per-view at Full Gear. Swerve Strickland, Bobby Lashley, one-on-one in an all-elite wrestling ring. And fans, you can join us for Full Gear on ppv.com. Scan the QR code at the bottom of your screen and join us for Full Gear 1 week from this coming Saturday night, 8 Eastern, 5 Pacific. As Swerve takes control of Lio Rush. Lio slips behind. Now Lio sends Swerve to the ropes. Swerve, wow, change of direction, much like Lio Rush. There's a little tit for tat, perhaps, between these two men who know each other so well. Mentor, mentee, as we mentioned, Nigel, but also men that have traveled not just around the United States, not just being in the Northeast, but globally together. And they shared, Lio Rush and Swerve Strickland matching one another step for step.
Yeah, it just shows you how much they know it.
Oh, look at this. Lio going for the eyes.
Thanks.
So much for that friendship, that mentorship.
Well, the man of the hour has got something to prove.
Lio Rush sent sternum first into that ring apron, courtesy of Swerve Strickland.
The right eye of Swerve, thumb gouged into it. He's still trying to blink it open.
And Swerve, if he did any damage to that midsection, I was going to say it could end up in a Swerve stomp later on in this match, but Swerve going for it very early, and Swerve gets his leg swept out from under him, crashes to the floor. Lio Rush taking Swerve Strickland out of play, and fans, we are sticking with all the action in picture-in-picture. Don't go anywhere. We are witnessing a battle between former friends Lio Rush and Swerve Strickland. At one time, they were very close, perhaps as close as brothers, but right now it seems like Lio Rush will take any advantage that he can to take out the former AEW World Champion, to draw the attention of the Hurt Syndicate. Oh!
Maybe then capitalize on his golden ticket.
And fans, speaking of golden tickets, you can get a golden ticket to All in Texas. The VIP experience will be available this coming Wednesday, November 20th. Sign up at AEWTIX.com to become an AEW Insider. Swerve Strickland looking for the cover. You can get first access to AEW All in Texas tickets on December 2nd. AEWTIX.com. Sign up to be Insider today, as Swerve Strickland right now regaining the upper hand on Lio Rush. Swerve maybe thinking the stomp once again. Now uppercut.
Lio had lost his opponent. He had no idea where Swerve was. He was turning around and almost in circles that time, and it cost him.
And Nigel, that's when an athlete like Swerve Strickland, or perhaps most any athlete, the most dangerous when they are out of your field of view, when they're in the periphery.
Yep, always against a man like Swerve Strickland, who's been in some of the most brutal battles in AEW history. Whoa!
Lio the counter. 1, 2. Lio using Swerve's size and speed against him and coming away with a near fall.
Both Rush and Prince Nana on the outside. Prince Nana, who continues to desperately ride the coattails of the former AEW World Champion. They're coming our way. Watch out.
Lio caught his footing on our desk, but Swerve Strickland. Now he's up. The powerbomb. No, Lio escapes.
I think Lio saved his life that time.
Oh, Lio lands on the steps, and now Parker run on the floor. As Lio Rush, the Tope Suicida.
Nobody's safe here at ringside.
Least of all us.
This is crazy action.
Wall-to-wall action. Since the bell frog splash. 1, 2, no!
Man, I had no idea how Swerve got out of that, because Lio Rush was on target. And he's not sure either. Look at his eyes. Good God.
Remember, Lio Rush is not in there with the man that he knew, that he faced 9 years ago. He's in there with Swerve Strickland, a man who very recently called himself AEW World Champion. A man who on November 23rd will face Bobby Lashley at Full Gear, as Lio looking for the stunner. No, Swerve and Lio engaged in some hand fighting there. Body shot by Swerve. Softening up Lio, and Swerve looking for big pressure, but instead Lio countered with a hand on the ropes, and Lio once again trying to take a shortcut. As Swerve brings Lio up, he's got that half Nelson in, but Lio comes around Enziguri.
It's an amazing match. It really is.
Lio Rush has really made a statement, win, lose, or draw in this match.
Lio
looking for the Rana again. Didn't have the momentum.
Swerve counters. Big pressure. 2, 3.
Strickland.
Big pressure, big win for Swerve Strickland.
Yeah, but he earned every bit of it, Excalibur.
That certainly gives the former AEW World Champion some momentum as he looks ahead to Full Gear and Bobby Lashley.
Yeah, momentum that Lio Rush attempted to stop tonight, but could not.
Seems like everybody gets the bright idea that now that I'm back, they want to come for the former AEW World Champion and the baddest man in AEW. They want to use my name, my equity, and my accolades to prove a point. Lio Rush just tried and he just failed. A couple weeks ago, Shelton Benjamin tried to make a name off of my name, and he got laid down too. Seems like I'm going to have to remind a lot of people whose house it is. That leads me to you, Bobby Lashley. Like it says right there, 1 week from Saturday, we got Full Gear. But I don't know, Stamford, Connecticut, I feel like I need to give these people a fight with him tonight. So Bobby Lashley, bring your ass down here right now. Because I'm not running and there's nowhere to hide.
Yeah, he's called him out. I believe there's going to be an answer here, guys.
But even with Prince Nana at his side, Swerve Strickland still outnumbered by the Hurt Syndicate.
Yeah, this doesn't seem like a smart decision after a very rough match against Lio Rush.
I agree. Well, there's MVP and Bobby Lashley, but where is Shelton Benjamin? We saw him earlier tonight.
Yeah, we know he's here.
Swerve, if you want to fight with a member of the syndicate, all you got to do is ask me and I'll set it up for you. You see, Swerve, we really like you a lot. And to be honest, the reason that we recruited you is because you've got so much unrealized potential. But one of the things that we wanted to teach you, well, still, I'm sorry. It looks like the almighty Bobby Lashley is ready to fight right now. So we don't have to wait 2 weeks. But there's a lesson for you to learn. And one of the lessons we were trying to teach you is that there's strength in numbers. But you haven't learned that lesson yet. But you're going to learn tonight.
Well, Shelton Benjamin from behind. We knew he was somewhere in the building, Tony.
Not surprising at all.
And Swerve, he was so locked in on Bobby Lashley, he forgot about Shelton.
Swerve Strickland blinded by bravado.
And now Bobby Lashley manhandling Swerve Strickland.
This does not look good for Swerve coming up a week from Saturday. Not at all.
You got to be honest, he's only got himself to blame.
You know what? I agree with that, Nigel. Called him out.
Asked for it.
Sure did. That's the way Swerve is.
Meanwhile, that clown Prince Nana begging for his life from Shelton Benjamin.
Yeah, Nana unable to even the odds for Swerve. Shelton on the DDT.
Oh, look at this. Nana desperately trying to save himself.
Oh, come on. They're making Nana watch this.
Oh, look at Lashley. Such power from Bobby Lashley.
Oh, whose house? Lashley is incredible.
Now Lashley, the full Nelson, is cinched in.
Yeah, he gets this on you. There's no tomorrow.
And look at that grip tightens and Swerve almost immediately going to sleep.
Referee's coming up trying to get in. Shelton Benjamin turns to him, and they stay out of the ring.
As Lashley just turning the lights out on Swerve Strickland. And Nigel, you asked the question, whose house? Perhaps the almighty Bobby Lashley's house.
Somebody else has moved into the neighborhood.
Well, look at everybody backing up, man. Shelton Benjamin and Bobby Lashley facing you.
Look at the security. Referee corps, the security crew.
Oh, yes.
Lashley went back in to get Prince Nana.
That's Prince Nana through the ropes, hits the apron, the steps, and crashes to the floor, courtesy of the almighty Bobby Lashley. Well, the Hurt Syndicate living up to their name tonight on Dynamite. What will the case be? 1 week from this Saturday night when Bobby Lashley goes one-on-one with Swerve Strickland at Full Gear. And coming up next on Dynamite, FTR, Kings of the Black Throne, who will move on to Full Gear. But before we get there, let's return to the back and Renee Paquette one more time.